My name is Duran Hoddle, and today I'm going to teach you to install a Gerber toilet. I had a little bit of issues getting the closet bolts in. They didn't leave me a lot of room, but in some situations with tile floors, where the flange sits below the floor, you might want to put the bolts in and then set your toilet down just to make sure your bolts will clear your toilet. But in this situation, my flange is outside the floor, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I'm going to be using a wax ring with a horn. These are also the quick snap closet bolts. Make things a little bit quicker and easier if you have a dull blade. Next, I picked the base of the toilet up and hovered it above until I could see both of these bolts lined up with the holes. And then you go ahead and drop it and go ahead and sit on the toilet and rock back and forth until it's flat against the ground and you don't get any play in it. Don't forget to slide these on. Your China cap bottoms, usually you're going to find those in the same box as the tank. Next, you put on your washers and bolts. It's important when you're putting these on to not over tighten them. You'll feel the resistance, and that's when you're gonna stop. Because you can definitely crack this porcelain. You just want it snug. And once again, there shouldn't be any rattle or movement from the toilet. It should be secure. When you're assembling the tank, if it comes with a double set of nuts for these, it's always a good idea to go ahead and put one set on outside. It's just kind of like I guess double safety, you know. It shouldn't have a leak even when you take it off of the toilet. It should hold the seal with the bolts. And make sure that this gasket is on nice and tight. Once again, no play from it. This Gerber comes with little rubber seats to help support the tank on the back of the bowl. So make sure you put those on. As you're tightening the tank to the bowl, you can get some play in it. So you want to make sure that as you're tightening it, it is fairly square with the back of the wall and evenly gapped. These bolts are like finger tightened the way the wings are. So it's kind of hard to over tighten these. You just want to get them as hand tight as you can get it. But if they were bolts like this, it's once again you have to be cautious to not over tighten them and crack the porcelain. And as you tighten these, you work on it side to side, little by little, to make sure that you get a nice even finish. You don't have one side over tightened or more tightened than the other. Next I'm going to take a mini handsaw and trim these bolts down so the China caps will fit on top. You should have plenty of room for these to fit on now. And the seats we're using are a Bemis, and they attach with bolts and screws right here. Unlock the two heads, push them over top, and then relock it. and you're sturdy. And last, I have my 12-inch braided steel closet supply. And this is a new installation. If you are doing a replacement, it's probably a good idea to always change this with your toilet. The bottom nut, you want to get pretty snug with a pair of small channel locks, but it has a washer on the inside, so don't over tighten it, and you don't need any pipe dope or anything. The top one, once again, as hand tight as you can get it. It should be enough. Once you put your tank lid on, that basically sums up the installation of the Gerber toilet. Be sure to flush the toilet good maybe 10 times, and to check around the base to make sure you have no leaks. And hopefully everything works out fine. And when you're done, turn up the music and go dance with your Spanish friends.